In this table we summarize the Python equivalents of the Blockly programming blocks. The first Blockly command is this one, which must be at the start of every Blockly program. The equivalent in Python code is import fusion and f equals fusion driver, which we must have at the start of every Python program written for Fusion. These Python code statements are necessary because they allow Fusion's Raspberry Pi Python compiler to talk to the motors and sensors of our Fusion robot. The second Blockly command is move forward 1 unit. Here is the Python equivalent. Because the Python equivalent uses the variable speed and the function time, we need to declare these before we use this Python code. Import time and speed equals 60 would normally occur towards the beginning of the Python program, like this. In Python, the fmotor speed m0 plus m1, speed command sets both the motors m0 and motor m1 to speed equals 60. Theoretically, speed can be anywhere between 0 and 100, but 20 to 80 is a more practical range. Next, the command time sleeps 1 then stops any other Python command operating until a time of approximately 1 second has passed. And Fusion goes forward for 1 second because that's what it was doing before the 1 second wait for command started. Next, the command fmotor speed m0 plus m1 0 then set the speed of Fusion's motors m0 and m1 to 0 speed, and our Fusion robot stops. It runs like this. The third Blockly command is very similar to the second, with the exception that the Python speed command here has a minus sign in front of it. This means that Fusion will go backwards at a speed of 60. The backward speed of our robot can theoretically be anywhere in the range of 0 to minus 100, but again, minus 20 to minus 80 is a more practical range. The next 3 commands allow a Blockly user to control the speed of their Fusion robot when the move commands are being used. The Blockly rabbit speed is equivalent to Python speed equals 80, the fastest. The Blockly turtle speed, equivalent to Python speed equals 60, is the medium speed. The Blockly snail speed, Python speed equals 20, is the slowest of the speeds available to a Blockly user. Let's take a look at these 3 forwards and backwards with our robot. Moving to the next page, we find the turn commands. The first purple Blockly turn command is a half turn, 45 degrees clockwise. We do not have to set up speed before this command because instead of the variable speed we used before in the move commands, here we use numbers in the formulae. It is worth noting that we can change the value of speed, but it won't change the speed that the robot does during these turns. If motor speed m0 minus 60 sets motor m0 to a speed of minus 60. If motor speed m1 60 sets motor m1 to a speed of plus 60. These speeds will cause the robot to start spinning around clockwise on its axis. The time sleep 0.42 commands will cause Fusion to spin for approximately 0.42 of a second. If motor speed m0 plus m1 then sets both motors m0 and m1 to 0 and stops Fusion. The second purple Blockly turn command is similar to the previous turn command, except that the time sleep 0.82 delay is 820,000th of a second, 0.82 of a second, allowing Fusion time to make a right angle turn of 90 degrees. The third Blockly turn command is similar to the 2 previous commands, except that the time sleep 1.7 delay is longer, 1.7 seconds, allowing Fusion time to reverse this direction, completing a 180-degree turn. The next three Blockly commands echo the behaviour of the first three, except that they are anti-clockwise instead of clockwise. The Python commands achieve this by reversing the signs of the M0 and the M1 motor commands. Lastly, there are some Blockly commands that can be used to turn the yellow and blue LED lights in Fusion on and off. These can be potentially useful when you're debugging complex code. The Blockly blue LED gives a Python equivalent to fset LED yellow, 0 to turn yellow off, and fset LED f blue on, the blue LED on. The Blockly yellow LED on gives a Python equivalent to fset yellow 1 to turn yellow on, and f LED blue 0 to turn the blue LED off. The Blockly purple LED on gives a Python equivalent of fset LED f yellow 1 to turn the yellow on, and fset blue 1 to turn the blue on. To turn both off, the value of f yellow and f blue are both set to 0. This turns both the blue and the yellow off. Now let's see that in our robot, in our Fusion robot, in the sequence blue on, yellow and blue on simultaneously, which is purple, and then both LEDs off. That covers all of the Python equivalents to the Blockly coding commands, with the exception of the gyro, which we'll look at later. Thanks for watching.